Hi guys, it is me Shubhali and welcome to another reading. And in today's reading, we will be peeking into what 2026 has in store for us. Okay, so here are the four piles, and this is going to be a general reading. Okay, I will make more readings in this coming week where we will talk about your love life and your career, your finances through tarot. Okay, but for today's reading, this is a general overview into what the new year has in store for you, what are the themes that you will be navigating, and we'll take a sneak peek into our love lives, our careers, and our personal or spiritual growth. And this is the style of video that I have seen Kino Tarot do, and I love her videos. So if you don't know her, do go out and check out her channel. It's a beautiful channel. So we will follow that particular order, and we will also check for the timelines in case something very relevant, some very relevant event comes up. All right. So let's take a look at the four piles. Okay. So the first one is the traditional Rider-Waite tarot deck, and this is the symbol. Okay. So this is a little bit of a mask that you can see. Okay. It's very cool. It's a little bit Venusian. So we have that as our object for the first pile. For the second pile, we have the Moonology Tarot deck and a little crystal shivling. So pretty, isn't it? I actually love this one. And for the next pile, pile number three, we have the Intuitive Tarot deck, and along with that, I have this cute little keychain. So those of you who know what Sharingan is, so this is that keychain. Okay, so we have our Narayani Intuitive Tarot deck. This is from the Crown Chakra Triple Three, Nikita. So shout out to Nikita over here as well for this beautiful tarot deck that we will be using in our reading today. And then we have the Universe Speaks to You deck. And along with this, the object that I have chosen is this golden colored paint or golden dust, whatever you want to call it, right? So this is what your pile number four is like. So choose intuitively whichsoever one you feel drawn to the most, and we will go ahead and we will get that reading done for you. All right. Check the description. I have written the timestamps, and let's get into your pile now. Hi, pile number one. So, if you have chosen this mask, right, this beautiful Venusian mask like situation, if you all have chosen this is going to be your reading. So, right off the bat, let me tell you all what I am feeling intuitively about this deck. Okay, there is going to be some kind of unmasking of a certain situation over here in your life. Okay, so if you all have watched my astrology video on the transits that are going to be relevant, right? We know Rahu right now is in the sign of Aquarius, right? So, what this is particularly bringing in for you is that some kind of illusions are going to work out, because see, I believe astrologically Aquarius is Rahu's most favorite sign to be in, right? Aquarius feels like Rahu's ideal playground, innovative, not something that a lot of people will be able to digest or expect, to be precise. So Aquarius feels like Rahu's very natural home. So some kind of disillusionment, right, will be taken care of this year. If you have chosen this pile, this is what I'm feeling intuitively, and probably this is something that you have been seeking answers to as well, right? Probably why you felt drawn to this pile. So we'll go ahead, we'll shuffle our cards, and we'll see what is coming up for you in the year of 2026, right? So let me go ahead, let me shuffle the cards, and let's do a general energy check. Okay, so we have the Five of Wands. Interesting. We have the Lovers. One more. Nine of Pentacles. Okay, and at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Cups. Interesting. Okay, so I think this is better. So right off the bat, the energies that I am feeling very strongly for you, whatever this unmasking was about, it, okay, it looks like a long term, either it is a friendship or it is going to be a relationship that was not probably going well for you. You have been trying to move on from this particular person, or this particular friendship per se, right? And there is something that you feel is very much unsaid. Okay, something like, look at this person. He This is the bottom of the deck energy, right? So this is the energy that you are carrying right now. Okay, so what I am understanding over here, there is a person in your life right now, just say some kind of fight has happened. Okay, but you don't want to fight with this person necessarily, and this person also does not want to fight with you, right? What I am seeing, however, right, is both of you building some kind of distance in between, okay, and going a separate ways, and like, taking a general break from the friendship, from the relationship, and then it turning out to be very well. This energy, this nine of pentacles energy, so this could also speak about your financial independence, by the way. Okay, let me talk about that also. So there are two very different interpretations of this. So if you are not in that kind of a situation, I'll, like, say in whatever other way this can work out for you as well. But firstly, let me address this. You will So if this is a situation that you're dealing with, where there is a friendship or a relationship where you don't know what kind of an outcome is going to come your way, or you simply are at a loss for, you have been trying to find a solution to this particular conflict that has been going on, and you are at a loss. So what I feel, there will be some kind of a cool down period, period of break, like Ross and Rachel, we were on a break, that kind of a situation, okay? And that will somehow help you find this person itself in a different way. You will be able to view them in a very different way, or you will go ahead and find your own independent version this year. Okay, this could also directly mean business partnerships. Okay, so this is the second interpretation of this very generalized energy. So, looks like you have been putting in a lot of effort into some kind of venture over here. Okay, and somehow it has not happened for you. This could be very much a business venture, this could be a social media, because see, the numbers that are repeating is 5. Okay, and 6 in Latin, it's written as 5. Latin or Roman, I think. So 5 plus 1, right? So this is also in a way 5. So 5, 5, 5, right? 5 is the number of Mercury. Mercury is related to communication, Mercury is related to business, is related to social media as well, in a way. So if you're trying really hard at a business plan, okay, and that is somehow not happening, this year the energy is going to change, because you will receive help from someone. Okay, or you will work with your own aesthetics. Okay, Lovers card, the number 6, is also making me think of Venus, right? And social media is largely dominated by aesthetics, so maybe you will change that up. Okay, and that will sort of bring you closer to this financial independence. Okay, at least it will help you build your financial confidence first, if not that entire independent stuff. Okay, at least you will be able to build up more confidence, financially speaking. So it's looking good for your finances, to be honest, but this is also very independent energy. So you, if you are in a situation where you feel like, your family is keeping you restricted, your friends are keeping you restricted, you will move out of that, and you will go ahead and pursue your own thing, right? So you will not find people this year who are going to restrict you anymore. You will leave those relationships behind. This energy, this is a very fiercely independent energy. So I'm making it more materialistic, because pentacles are there. Pentacles are all about your materialism, but this could also be your psychological independence, right? So whatever codependency patterns you have, you might be able to heal that part out this year, right? But mostly this could go either of two ways, right? So in the relationship, the first interpretation will be there. If you are looking at this from a career point of view, you could choose to claim both energies. Okay, you will find the clarity this year. Clarity is the main thing for you, and very honestly, this particular mask that you have chosen, it actually adds up, right? So whatever it is that was masked away from you till now, it will be unmasked. Very interesting. Okay, let me pull a few more cards to gain some clarity. Okay, but we will do this specifically right now. So let me see what energies are coming up. Okay, this card flew right away. Knight of Cups. This is for your love life. All right. for your finances and your career. I love how easily this deck shuffles. Okay, 2 cards have come up. 2 of Cups, alright, and 3 of Cups. Okay, this is very, very interesting. Okay, let me move this bit aside here. Alright. And next for your personal growth and spiritual growth. Okay, this card has come right up. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Okay, so you see this Crown Chakra 333. This is Nikita's account. And this card itself is called Narayani. And this is her picture in the card. Okay. So Narayani, if I'm not wrong, this correlates to your Empress. So, okay, this is very interesting. I will take some tea leaf cards to sort of get a little bit more clarity on this situation. Okay. So, firstly, for your romance and your love life, your emotional growth. Okay. Mountain Road, you are on the road to success. All right. For your career, we have the month of November. Okay. This is your career and your finances. And for your spiritual growth, we have money path. A path with money is waiting for you to find it. Oh, wow. I love this. I absolutely love this for you. So let's go ahead and interpret these things one by one. So for this particular card, okay, for your love life and your personal relationships, we have the Knight of Cups and the Mountain Road. Okay, so some kind of a goal or maybe a manifestation that you had in mind related to your love life, related to your dating scenario is reaching a good conclusion over here. So look at this road, however. Okay, it is not an easy road to climb. Okay, there are these. This is one standalone mountain, right? There are no mountains surrounding it in the background, right? However, if you see in this November card, there are few more images. Like there is a different mountain here, there's a different mountain here, there's a range, but here this is a standalone mountain. So what I'm getting is very specific person energy. So if there is someone in your life that you have invested a lot of mental emotional efforts into, this could mean that that person is finally coming around. I don't want to be the one to give you false hopes or anything, but it really looks like it, because this card is the Knight of Cups, and the Knight of Cups shows like some kind of a new emotional offer being made to you. Okay, so in that sense, I feel this year you could find yourself in a new romance with the same one particular person that you have set your mind on. So if you have a crush, okay, so okay, let me just mention this in between. I don't know why this song "Die with a Smile if the world was ending, I'm gonna be next to you" is coming in my mind. Okay, what bhadda singing, I know. Guys, don't judge me for it, okay? But this is the song that is coming to my mind. So if this holds any kind of relevance, so it might be it, okay? So Knight of Cups, some new kind of romantic gesture is coming towards you, and this is not going to be a relationship that has come very easy to you. Okay? You are on the road to success, but the actual success has not been defined for you yet, because somewhere I feel with all of the things that are going on over here, you are still discovering your path to this, right? Your own independence, you are still defining your own success, right? And so this is one exercise we did in the Lakshmi Sadhana, and it was that you had to make up your own definition of success, not something according to what everyone else thinks for you, wants for you. What do you want for yourself, right? What is your success looks like? Because for some people, right, success can look like as simple as just being able to wake up on time, get 8 hours of sleep. That could be success. For some other people, success could mean gari, bangla, makan. Think it through, okay? And so for this, okay, it looks like you haven't defined what success in the romantic realm at least looks for you yet. So you are on the road to success, as in you are on the right path. This could also indicate that the person that you are thinking about, or the approach that you are taking towards your romantic relationships this year, it's going to be good, but there will definitely be some offer coming in for you. Okay, and look at this. This is the sign of, this is Cancer, right? So that is also involved over here for you. Okay, so keep that in mind. And Cancer is all about your heart, your emotions, right? So keeping that in mind, some good news is about to come into your love life. So whenever this happens in 2026, do let me know. Don't forget about it. Come back to comment. All right, now in terms of your career and your finances, okay, see, this is a lot of collab energy. Okay, this can be romantically interpreted also. So because in this imagery, in the traditional Rider Waite tarot deck, okay, this is a deck. So in this traditional deck, it is shown as a man and a woman coming in together. Okay, but this is the Two of Cups. So Two of Cups, even Three of Cups. So Three of Cups is a energy of celebration, right? Three of Cups is the energy where you're getting together with your friends, having a gala time. But this is also showing me that there is going to be a lot of collabs this year. Okay, so this looks promising. So you will have reason to celebrate your career and your finances this year. This could be some kind of a promotion that you are getting, or you are just so happy in the current work scenario that you get this year. If you are looking for a job change, or if you are looking for receiving some kind of help, network, definitely network. And since November has come up, I'm shooting this in November, so there is a very, very good chance that November 2026 or November 2025 as well, I will consider, could be very significant. This could be someone who is born in the month of November themselves. This could also mean the number 11. That is also something that could be significant for you. Okay? So that is there, and keep in mind, you must collab this year, right? So see, when we are talking about November, according to Vedic astrology, this is going to have some remnants of your Libra energy and then Scorpio energy. ठीक है, Vedic के हिसाब से this is going to be Libra Scorpio. Okay, first half of the month is dedicated to the Librans, and the last half of the month is dedicated to the Scorpios. So this is that kind of energy. So if anyone has those significant placements and water sign placements, because see, cups are there already, okay? Lovers card, elemental wise, if I am to say something, okay, this is also related to your emotions, and your emotions are always going to be a water element. Okay, Three of Cups, Two of Cups, Knight of Cups, all of these huge water sign energy over here. Okay, and then there could be the Venusian elements as well. Okay, so Taurus and Libra. Empress, I think, if I'm not entirely wrong, it is correlated to the energy of Taurus, and the Emperor card in the traditional deck is correlated to the Aries energy, right? So if you have this particular placement, okay, either Taurus or Libra, any strong Venusian placements, if it is your Atma Karak as well, maybe this reading is like a confirmation for you. So in terms of your career and finances, though, you will have reason to celebrate. This is more of a very light-hearted, fun energy. If you are feeling stuck somewhere, take this as a sign from the universe, okay, that you need to let go, and you literally need to go out and enjoy the time that you have this year. This time is not going to come back for you. Okay, so if you feel that you are stuck, take it as a blessing, take it as this period of rest that was much needed for you, right? Sometimes we sort of focus so much on the outcome, ठीक है, कि मुझे इतना पैसा बनाना है, इतना पैसा ये करना है, वो करना है, and for some reason some transit is happening, some breakdown has happened, some physical breakdown has happened or something, ठीक है, you are forced to take that rest. Okay, so it is actually a blessing for you. See, you fall sick also when you don't feel emotionally fulfilled. Think it through, right? Most of your diseases are psychosomatic. Google this stuff. Okay, so it is related to your psyche. So remember to take a break, remember to relax this time. Okay, and somewhere there is an idea of a vacation. Even if you are not going very far away, do it in your home, do it with your friends. Okay, get organize a sleepover slash get together kind of a situation. A little trip is going to help you. Okay, it could also indicate that in the month of November you could be taking a trip, if I'm not entirely wrong. Okay, then moving on to your personal and spiritual growth. Okay, so okay, let me talk about this woman a little. Nikita. Nikita is a tarot reader, and Nikita has her own YouTube channel also. If you all feel like taking a look at that, do that. This is the name of the channel, the Crown Chakra triple three, it's not in focus. Yeah, now it's in focus. This, okay, so go ahead, take a look at her account as well. So what Nikita does is she makes a lot of money, and if you all have met her, you will know how much she represents the element of Narayani, right? The Empress, the Lakshmi element, right? And the money path literally coming up right next to it. A path is, with money is waiting for you to find it. Something that you are doing in your personal or your spiritual development is going to be monetizable in the future. Okay, so अगर कोई hobby है in your mind that you want to build upon, or anything that interests you a lot basically, okay, go ahead and act on it. Take this as a sign. Okay, go ahead and simply act on it, because it looks like you will be able to monetize this, uh, if not directly this year, sometime in the near future. This time will come where you will definitely be able to monetize from it. Okay, so take this very very seriously, whatever it is. Okay, invest in an upskilling if you feel like it. Okay, let me also go ahead and get some additional messages from the universe towards you for this year. Okay, we have two cards. See, exactly what I had said. Find peace in taking rest. Burnout को prevent करो. Okay, okay, oh, we have three, is it? Yeah. Okay, this one is be yourself because everyone else is taken, and it is totally okay to let go. Correlates to this card, right? Whatever it is that you are thinking of, थोड़ा सा release it for some time. Okay, and see, releasing it will help you feel much more calmer, much more independent, much more lighter. Okay, you don't need to hold on to things, especially if it is emotionally taxing for you. Okay, remember to honor your own self. Okay, because everyone else is taken, so remember to be yourself, remember to honor yourself this year. Practice some self love if you want to this year. Okay, and if you want to understand how to practice self love, I have a list of 10 very simple activities. DM me on Instagram. Okay, it's the same as my YouTube handle, aligned by Shubhali. DM me on Instagram and I will send you that free picture of the list of 10 self love activities that you can do. You can start your 2026 with this energy. Okay, so this was your general reading for the year of 2026. Okay, I will see you in the next reading, which I will upload about your love life specifically or your career specifically. But these are the energies. Claim what you feel like claiming and leave the rest to the universe. I will see you in my next reading. So remember to subscribe, guys. Take care. Bye. Hi, my pile number two. So if you have chosen the Crystal Shivling and the Moonology Tarot deck, this is the reading for you. So see, again, look at this Shivling. Okay, so freaking cute. And crystal shivlings are generally, the way I have always seen it, right? So this is something that I always carry with myself. Okay, so crystal shivlings are those small little shivlings. I call these pocket shivlings. It's like you're carrying a piece of shiva with you every single where you go. Okay, so some treat it like a showpiece. I treat it like, something that I want to always keep with me. So if there is something from this year 2025 that you have learned, okay, and that you want to carry forward with you, maybe this is an indication or a confirmation of that. Okay, so, and Shiva is always there. So if you relate to the element of Shiva, or if you love Shiva, or if you worship him a lot, this is a double confirmation for you. Shiva's elements are very extreme, right? So Shiva in one on one side, right, he is this calm yogi, right, who meditates a lot, who is in eternal meditation. Okay, he's a lover. On the other hand, he is also a fighter, right? He is also Bhairav, he is also Rudra. So he can do Tandav when required. Okay, so if you relate to this element, if moon holds any significance for you as well, this is another confirmation. And since you have chosen this deck, this I am going to make an interpretation beforehand itself. It probably indicates you're going through a very serious emotional turmoil like situation right now. Okay, if you are not, then this is indicative that next year could be emotionally testing for you. Okay, Again, like I said, you don't have to claim everything that you see in this reading. So if you don't relate to this, you can go to the other decks, or you can like skip this reading altogether. But if you are going through some period of emotional turmoil, if you're not feeling good enough right now, maybe things will start looking up for you. Maybe you will get initiated into some kind of spiritual practice that will help you calm down next year. Okay, so we'll go ahead and we will take a look at the cards. Okay, what do they have to say to you this year? Okay, let me go ahead and shuffle them for you. Okay, what happened? Okay, what messages does my group number 2 have for their 2026? Okay. All right, this is a very good card to have. Okay, this is card number 1. We'll do 2, 3 more. Oh, this is so cute. All right, let me put it right over there. Okay, and then we have this card. Oh bhai, I am not even not bad at all, guys and girls. Okay, all right. So I think the messages are like I mean I don't know what could have been like clearer than this. Okay, let me just put it into order. But one thing that I'm seeing more than anything else, the color purple. Okay, look at how, like, okay, this is a little bit of a pink purple, but look at the overall theme, like a dark purplish color. I don't know if you all have been manifesting a soulmate reunion or some kind of, telepathic communication is going on between you two, but this is very prominent over here. So, purple color is related to purple or violet, whatever you want to call this color. It is related to your crown chakra. Okay, this is a chakra of your intuition. So, see, the message over here is extremely, extremely direct. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast. Okay, then comes bring love into the situation. Okay, a new romantic cycle begins, and at the bottom of the deck you have this adjustments are required. So this is your energy, this is your energy right now. Okay, maybe you're adjusting to the idea of something. Okay, so what I'm seeing, air sign elements are very strong over here. See, Libra is over here, Libra is over here again, and then we have a new moon in Aquarius. So this is coming up in February. And what else do we have in February, ladies and gentlemen? Socho, we have Valentine's, right? So this is a strong theme of some kind of a romantic situation coming into fruition. Directly marriage as well, if you have been thinking about it, it is very much possible. Okay, this okay, so this is going to be strongly focused on your love life. I will interpret it in a different way also, but for majority of you this is a love life situation for sure. Okay, so maybe this emotional unrest, or maybe this adjustments that you are making in your life, okay, this entire situation is going to be related to your love life. Okay, any patterns that you are healing, any mental health situations that you are dealing with right now. Like I said, we are going to be dealing with the energies of the moon, so it will be related to your emotional well-being as well, right? So if you are healing any of those wounds, if you are not healing any of those wounds, take it as a sign. And if you have been doing the work, if you have been working hard on it already, understand that this is going to play out really well for you. Okay, if you have put in the efforts in helping heal your emotional wounds, this is definitely working out very well for you. Okay, and it will be very rewarding. So, and for the majority of you, look at this sign. Okay, look at this, Aquarius, water bearer. Okay, it shows a naked woman. Okay, who is taking a bath, who is holding this little bit of a water pitcher like situation. Okay, so what this is also telling me, however, is that there is some kind of pour into yourself energy going on. Okay, you have not been giving yourself that kind of love and attention that you were doing before. Maybe that is a pattern that you are healing within yourself this year. In 2025 you did something to initiate that cycle, and at least you made some awareness, you brought into some awareness, okay, about that situation, that maybe I should practice a lot more of self love than I was doing till now. Okay, I will take a few more cards from the Romance Angels deck, okay, and I will just shuffle it and see what messages I can get about this deck particularly, if there are any additional messages, okay. Oh, what did I say? All right, and let your friends help you. Okay, so this energy is going to be okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have the energy of flirt. I'll not take the card, but I'm just showing this to you. This could be a sign of encouragement as well. So, if there is someone who has literally caught your eye, okay, I mean, इससे ज़्यादा direct और क्या ही हो सकता है. You have bring love into the situation. You have a win-win outcome is forecast. You have a new romantic cycle begins. ठीक है, some kind of new romantic situation is going to be established for you in this particular year. This is like double confirmation on top of that. Okay, and talk about this to your friends. Let your friends go ahead, help you out with this guy or girl that you're interested in. Okay, take their advice. What are they saying? Use that advice to, like, sort of create the situation where you are able to firstly feel comfortable with accepting your feelings for this particular person, and then go ahead and express it. So take help from your friends. Okay, let's put this over here. Okay, so majorly this year looks like a romantic timeline. Okay, this could also be okay. So for those of you who don't relate to the idea of romance a lot, this could also be finding love within yourself. Okay, maybe you have gone through a cycle of intense emotional purging. Maybe you have gone through a cycle of a lot of heartbreak, and you really want to just take a break this year. Okay, pour into yourself. This love could also be about yourself, right? Venus is also self love at the end of the day. So this could be your own energies as well. Keep that in mind. Okay, either if this is not about a different person that you have been getting feeling towards, or if this is a cycle that you have thought of ki chalo this year I really want to focus on my love life, my dating, then great. If you have not, no issues. This energy is something that you can pour into yourself. Okay, you can fall in love with yourself this year, right? Do something to fix your appearance. Okay, why did I say fix your appearance? um Not fix your appearance, take care of yourself. you know Look into the mirror, do a nice little makeover. Okay, groom yourself, feed yourself good food. Okay, moon is also all about your nutrition. Moon is also your food, especially the liquidy foods that you consume. Okay, so have some nice juice or milkshake or those kind of things. Okay, make yourself happy this year. Okay, now this is the general overall energy. Okay, we will also go ahead and take a look at your specific areas of life. So firstly we will take your take a card, pick a card for your love life and romances. Then we will take a look at your career and finances, and then we will go ahead and look for your personal and emotional growth. Okay, so for your love life we have the King of Swords. This is so cool. I should not be jumping around like that. I'll interpret it. This is the energy for your career and your finances. Okay. This is the card for your personal growth. Okay. Okay, so one more card wanted to come out. King of Cups. Oh, क्या चल रहा है? This could very much be about self-love as well. Let me place it here. I think. हाँ चलो ठीक है. Okay, so let me take some tea leaf cards to get a supportive answer on this as well. Okay, I'll take some clarifiers for this. King of Swords, King of Swords, King of Swords. What do we have as a clarifier for the King of Swords? Okay. Feather. Someone you know is undependable and insincere, of course. Okay. I'll take one more for the King of Swords. We have Wreath. Sorrow over a loss. Okay. For the Hermit card for your career, I'll take this card. What is this? Wedge. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Got it. And for your personal and emotional growth, we have Gavel. Okay. See, this is the Gavel. Okay. Involvement with the law. Hmm. So Gavel, if I'm not wrong, this looks like that stuff that this कोर्ट्स में होता है ना, जो जज होते हैं ऑर्डर ऑर्डर करके चिल्लाते हैं. ओके, दिस, लुक एट दिस. ठीक है, this could be that. And we also have seahorse, family matters. Okay, let's interpret the cards for you. Okay, so firstly, for your love life and romances, you have the King of Swords. Now, King of Swords is okay. Isko in some ways it is considered to be your Libra. In some other ways, it is considered to be Aquarius. Okay, both, again, a lot of air sign energy is going on over here. This is what I will relate it to. Okay, it's probably an Aquarius, but the energy that is happening over here for your love life, right? See, you have these walls really, really up, okay? And it makes sense because, you know, someone that you had lost down the line, or why is this card? Okay. Someone that you had lost down the line, some kind of personal loss had happened, okay? And some kind of a like, you know, person who showed you that you know, you should not fall in love, you should not trust, you know, they had broken your heart in some way, right? And that is why this is the energy that you sort of have. That is why, you know, this is the energy that came out for you this year, right? Express it. You have put up walls that people can't get through, right? And then you keep wondering, मैं single क्यों हूँ शुभाली, when will I meet someone, right? So get over those walls this year, okay? Work through it. King of Swords is also has a Queen of Swords, by the way, okay? So he might be that way. He might have learned to protect himself over the years, okay? He might have learned better than to not give in to trust that easily. But these walls are not going to serve him when he wants to connect with his queen, right? So when it comes to you also, take this as a little piece of advice. When the situation is coming up for you, जब सच में समझ में नहीं आ रहा कि, you know, how do I work through my feelings, pour into yourself. Simply pour into yourself. Pour some love into yourself, okay? These walls are okay as long as they are not your own walls with you, okay? You can't be emotionally closed off with yourself. You need to be true to yourself. Don't lie about the feelings that you have. This is very strong hiding your emotions energy, right? And this year is all about expressing, right? So you can't keep doing this for a long time. You'll have to go ahead, you'll have to express, you'll have to let them know, okay? I know you are dealing with trust issues. Find your way through it, okay? Find yourself so much love within yourself, okay, that you are able to trust. And see guys, I'll be very honest over here. Every single relationship that you fall into that does not end up becoming your husband or your wife, right, it is going to result in heartbreak, okay? So take care of your heart, okay? Not every relationship is supposed to be successful. Only one relationship in your life, and that is with this particular husband or your wife, right? In the traditional way, if I am to speak of it, only that is a one and only relationship that is supposed to be successful for you, okay? So, and also you will define what success in a relationship means to you. I am no one to say it, right? But this is just my outlook on things. So go ahead, time to open your heart, work through your feelings, work through the trust issues that are coming up for you, and actually go ahead, date this year, express your feelings, okay? Take care of your emotional world. Coming to your career and finances, competition is going to be very high this year, and hermit mode makes me think of, you know, you going into some kind of isolation, okay? So what this specifically could mean for you, okay, is that because of the competition you have withdrawn, okay? You are like, I don't even want to be involved with this, okay? Maybe this is the time when you really need to rest. You really need to, you have been through a lot in terms of your career, in terms of your interpersonal relationships as well, okay? That much is evident because you have given a lot and you have not received reciprocation even, okay? So this year it's your universe asking you to take a little bit of a rest from all this hustle and bustle of your career, right? And go on this journey of actually looking for what you enjoy. See, the hermit is lonely, but the hermit is also holding a lamp and a staff that is helping the hermit go through this journey. What is your lamp and what is your staff that you're holding? what is helping you get through this journey, or who is helping you get through this journey. This could be a person also, this could be a person also. Okay, so look for support when you need it. Even in this card, right, it came up, let your friends help you. So whatever wedge this is, whatever competition is coming up for you, okay, whatever it is that you want to attain, I will say, rather than trying to fight aggressively this year, just release it. Sometimes problems will go away if you don't give them your attention. Sometimes they do, not always, but sometimes they really are just that. Stop feeding into the problem. If this is something that applies to the situation that you're going through, keep this in mind. Okay, now coming to your personal life and your spiritual growth, we have the sun, we have the king of cups, we have the gavel, and we have the seahorse. Okay, okay, this is not visible. Here you go. Okay, so these are the cards that we will be interpreting. Okay, so sun, first of all, this is giving a lot of inner child vibes. Look at this. Okay, sun is the card of ultimate victory, ultimate happiness. You actually feeling very happy with the energy that you have brought in. You actually feeling happy with the people around you. Okay, and by the way, horse is very symbolic. Okay, Chinese May 2026 is going to be the year of the seahorse. Okay, see, seahorse, because no, year of the fire horse. Okay, so there is a horse here, there is a seahorse here, so this could indicate some very fast movements in your personal journey, right? And king of cups makes me think that you are going to reconnect with your own emotions this year, right? A lot of emotional stability is coming in. If you have very strong romantic interest in someone, okay, express it this year. This is also going to make you tap into this energy. Okay, a very light hearted, a very happy energy. Okay, this could literally be someone who is in the law. Okay, it is written involvement with the law, so unless and until you or this other person is involved with the law directly, one other way that I'm like not expressing is interpreting it, is that there could be some much needed stability and balance, right? So when you see the law card, we had a card on Libra, right? Yeah, see this. So there is a balance. Okay, there is a balance that needs to happen to you this year, and maybe it is going to happen to you through your love life. Okay, so create space for that. Okay, and this could also be someone whose family matter. So this could also happen through directly a family matter that requires your legal involvement in it. You could meet this person over there. Okay, or some kind of a family matter which was involved with the law and which was actually causing this entire emotional block that we were talking about. It will result in success because sun has come up. Okay, you will win at whatever this legal battle was, if you're fighting any this year. Okay, now before we conclude the reading, let me take a few cards out for your messages, extra messages from the universe. Okay, let me see, what does the universe have to say? Okay, be proud of yourself always. Okay, and it can get rocky because you are a gem. So this is making me think that in the path of self discovery that we are doing, in the path of all of the self love that we have talked about, right? The journey is never easy. Trust me, I have been in therapy for years, and the journey is never an easy one. It is incredibly rewarding, but it is never a straight path. It is never an easy journey. Okay? And take pride in who you stand as. Okay? Take pride in who you are. Take pride in yourself. Okay, you have beaten yourself down probably a lot. Maybe a past version of you have beaten them down a lot, saying, oh, you didn't do this, oh, you didn't do that. you know be kind to them. This year is the year where you show kindness towards yourself first, then towards others. Okay, so these are the overall interpretations or predictions for your 2026 that will be coming up. And I mean, this is a pretty good reading. I feel very calm after doing this reading. So all the best for your 2026. And if you want to understand what happens more specifically in your career and in your love life, I will be uploading those readings. So remember to subscribe, and I will see you in my next reading. Bye. Hi guys, so if you have chosen the Sharingan, see this is so cool, stress relief slash keychain, right? And the Narayani deck, this reading is going to be for you, my pile number threes. So there's a little story behind this Mangekyo Sharingan. Okay, let me talk about it. So the ones who know anime know what I'm talking about, right? Like as you can see, it's from the anime Naruto. Okay, this has got a beautiful shine to it, but there is a little bit of a story about this Mangekyo Sharingan, right? So Sharingan is the level one of it. Okay, so it's like this internal structure that you are seeing. This is like the Sharingan. So this is the level one, and this is a special power that a ninja can awaken if they belong to a specific clan of people. Uh, this is this internal, this structure that you are seeing, right? So this comes when you experience profound emotions. Okay, very intense emotions, and then this particular shape that we are seeing, this six petal leaf kind of a situation, this comes in the form of like when you lose a loved one and you get some very severe trauma from it. Okay, this is a power that comes through it. This is called the Mangekyo form of the Sharingan. So this is like a level up. Okay. Again, this is in accordance with the anime Naruto. So if you have watched that, okay, you know Uchiha is the clan that I'm talking about. So let me get to the explanation of this and what this might mean for you a little bit. Okay. So the Uchihas are a class of people who are very skilled ninjas. Okay, and what this specific superpower helps them do is to copy the other ninjas techniques, to cast certain kind of spells, you can call it if you want to, right? This gives them an edge when they fight, right? And these are very powerful tools, and this comes in the form of eyes. So like this structure, imagine it in an eye. Okay, in the place of an eyeball, this is what is there. So what I am saying for you, if this pile, if you have chosen this pile, you could be practicing some kind of spiritual work, or you could have been subjected to some heavy losses in terms of people who you loved, who you cherished in your life, and probably that is what brought you down this spiritual path, right? And this is a true happening for all of us, ninja or no ninja, anime or no anime, right? Whenever we go through something very traumatic in our lives, uh, that is why you go to look for solutions, you look for healing yourself, and that is probably why you came down the spiritual path, and that is probably why you have chosen this. Now, one thing, let me tell you, this deck is for the intuitives, right? So if you are someone who has been practicing any spiritual practices, okay, or if you are someone who does tarot themselves, or knows about astrology, or is interested in astrology, or anything related to the occult, this is the reading for you. Okay, and right off the bat, let me tell you, I can totally feel that 2026 is going to be monumental in terms of your spiritual development. Okay, that said, let's look at the few themes. Okay, what the cards have to say about your 2026. Chalo, we'll get a general theme, starting off with the Four of Swords. I think this is fine. Okay, take a few more. Knight of Wands. Okay, two cards came out together. So Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, we'll interpret this together, and let me place it here. Okay, and then we have at the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. Okay, let me just put it here. So basically, this is the energy that you are dealing with as you are watching this reading. Okay, Queen of Swords. Now the Queen of Swords is a very mindset oriented, mind over everything else sort of an energy. Okay, so right off the bat, what I am sensing for you, right, there has been a situation in your life where you are required to emotionally disconnect and to be more mentally present in your life. Okay, so that is where you could be exercising this Queen of Swords control. Okay, this is all about control. This is all about staying in your power, applying your logic, and getting yourself out of a situation. So if there was some kind of a legal situation going on, okay, it is going to be delivered to you and you will win. Okay, this card has come up in upright, so this means the wheel of fortune is turning in your favor. Okay, we'll get to this a little bit. Let's start with the four of swords. So this year is going to be a much needed year of rest, of relaxation. Maybe you could do a lot of self care activities, right? So this is going to be like the main energy that you will navigate throughout this year will be that of rest, relaxation. Okay, how do you embrace your calm even more? How do you you know, whatever has been happening in your life, if you have been, especially, okay, especially if you have been going through burnout as well. Queen of swords can also overwork herself every now and then, right? She is a queen, but she is also very much oriented with you know, ye kaam to karna hi hai, deadlines, structures. Okay, that is what the queen of swords can represent. So you, however, will require to move away from this energy and move into this energy of the four of swords. Now this is more of a calming, rest related energy. Okay, you need to calm down, you need to focus on your sleep schedule. Maybe this year you will be creating a new routine for yourself. Okay, uh, getting enough sleep, eating healthy, right, doing the right kind of things that help influence your lifestyle in a more positive way. So that is something that you can definitely do. What I'm also seeing is a knight of wands. So if you have been thinking of some kind of work related opportunity, why is this not coming through, right? Or say you are trying to even relocate somewhere. Okay, relocation is also very much possible. Okay, moving away, moving to a new place is also very much possible for this pile. uh, Through a job scenario or through a passion project that you are looking towards, right? These things are very much possible. So this overall, this looks like a very promising year because your wheel of fortune has come up in the upright along with the justice. Both of these are major arcana. Okay, so what this means for you is that, what if there is a, first of all, if there is a legal situation that you are dealing with in your personal life, there is going to be a successful outcome for you. Okay, let me get one moonology card to confirm this as well. Okay, uh, there is going to be a successful outcome to this situation. Okay, so yeah, see, full moon in Taurus, your dreams need a practical plan. Again, practicality, logic, very much in tune with this. Okay, so I'll just keep it in here. Okay, so what I'm understanding right off the bat, in order to sort of win through this situation, okay, if it is something that is law related, if it is not something that is not related to the law also, okay, there is not going to be an issue. Whatever it is that you're trying to overcome in your personal life, you will be 100% able to do that. Okay, because luck is on your side. Okay, justice, whatever efforts you have put, this is the time for you to reap the rewards, and this is a full moon in Taurus, right? So Taurus का क्या होता है ना, Taurus is the sign of your abundance, being very much in a queen energy, right, where everything is provided for you, done for you, that kind of a vibe. So if this is the outcome that you had been thinking of for yourself, it is there. Okay, so this is like a very fortunate outcome. Okay, but remember to give it a practical direction. That is the most important thing for you. Okay, now let's move on to looking further in depth into your life. Okay, we will pick up cards for your love life, for your career and finances, and then for your personal development and spiritual journey. Okay, I think that is where we will be spending our time. So let's go ahead and pick up a few cards for this. Okay. All right, so now we'll take a look at your love life and your relationships and move on to your career and your finances, and then we'll see what cards we get for your spiritual development. Okay, so for your love life, we have the King of Pentacles. Okay, for your love life and relationships. For your career and finances, we have the Five of Pentacles. I'll keep it here. Okay, and for your personal growth and spiritual growth. We have the Two of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Very interesting. Me, I think, yeah, this will be nice. Okay, and I'll take some tea leaf cards, okay, as a clarifier to this. Let me put it here. Yep. That will be enough. Okay, so we'll pick up some tea leaf cards. Let me see. I like tea leaf cards because they are very specific. Okay, we have flowers with happiness for your love life. For your career, we have shield. You need to defend yourself. Okay. And for your spiritual growth, we have bowl. Plenty of material things. Hmm. This is actually very interesting. Okay, let's go one by one. So, firstly, with the King of Pentacles and flowers in terms of your love life and relationships, right? So, this could literally mean King of Pentacles could literally show a person who is entering your life, okay, with this King of Pentacles energy, or this could also represent you becoming that person, okay. But whatever it is in your personal life, in your romantic relationships, you are going to find much needed happiness. So this energy, King of Pentacles, see, pentacles are the suit that represent your materialistic realm in your tarot. See, take a look at this, right? So he is the richest king that we have amongst all of the other kings that are there. Swords, your King of Cups and your King of Wands. This is the most richest king. Okay, this is the richest king that you have. So this is, and richness is not just in terms of your materialistic ways, this is also in terms of your mindset. And he comes with a lot of stability, he comes with a lot of profoundness in his mindset. Okay, this is also an older male figure in your life, okay, who could be your romantic choice this year. Okay, earth sign energy is very strongly present. Pentacles represent the earth sign, so it could be something. And again, see, the Taurus theme is being repeated. King of Pentacles is a Taurus, okay. So this could literally mean a Taurus sign person or any other earth signs. Virgo, Capricorn could also be there, okay. But in your love life, this could also mean that you are gaining that much needed stability internally as well, okay. If you were not feeling stable about yourself, if you were not okay with yourself, if you were dealing with some insecurities, you are going to be stepping into a position of power. You're going to be stepping into a position where you love yourself so much, you have set some very high standards for yourself, okay, and you don't compromise on it, which is like the best thing that could happen. So this could literally be you next year, or this could also mean that you are going to be interacting with a guy next year who has this energy, who is stable, who has a provider mindset, okay, who wants to take care of you. And this could have been interpreted in a negative way as well, but with flowers and with happiness. See, a blue bird, okay, again, very much with the theme of Naruto. There's a song called Bluebird in Naruto. Okay, it's a very cool song. Da, 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 da. Okay, so this is that Naruto vibe again. Okay, Naruto, my King of Pentacles. Who could that have been? Okay, I'll leave you all to take a wild guess if you watch Naruto and let me know who gives you this King of Pentacle vibes in Naruto. Okay, but with flowers, with happiness, I am seeing, like, nice kind of a light-hearted energy. This could be a soulmate figure. Wait, let me get a Romance Angels deck card as well. Okay, to gain a little bit clarity on this connection, if this is your person, or what is this vibe with this King of Pentacles. Oh, this could be the one. You have already met the romantic partner, you see. Okay, so even though it might not be the person that you actually end up with, okay, but this is the one that you are seeking, okay. Your energies have called this person in. So, and it might be self love as well, it might be the version of yourself that you are seeking, or you didn't know that you really needed this version of yours to step in, okay. But overall, this energy is very nice, very happy, and very light-hearted, okay. So this is there for your love life and relationships. Moving on to your career and finances. Okay, there is a lack energy. Okay, and this lack energy is probably coming from this imposter syndrome that you might be going through right now. Okay, so when imposter syndrome comes in for you, you need this little bit of a shield, so you put up very strong walls, and this wall scenario is reiterated by this. Okay, two of swords, and it is also very much indicative by the queen of swords that we were talking about. Okay, so if you have, out of fear or out of in general some kind of insecurity related to your career, this is the sign that you are doing the right thing. Okay, in terms of professionalism, you are setting up some very strong boundaries. Now, even if it is coming out of insecurity, as long as it is helping you save yourself, irrespective of the outcome. Okay, if you are protecting yourself, if you are not sacrificing yourself, if you are just honoring your own peace by setting up the boundaries, setting up the walls, it is good, because you need to defend yourself. Okay, so let me get a little bit of clarity, okay, in terms of who is it that you need to defend yourself from. So I'm generally feeling a sense of someone, obviously around your workplace. Okay, two cards have come up together, two of pentacles and seven of wands. So seven of wands directly shows victory over a competition. Okay, so see, look at this person. Okay, so many, six other wands are coming at him, but he's standing there on top of a hill or something like that, and he is holding a wand by himself, fending for himself. So this could literally reflect your state of mind about this job scenario. Maybe you're applying to a job where there is a lot of complication, a lot of competition, and with this, right, this is also, this particular person or this group of people that you need to defend yourself from are definitely in your workplace. Okay, they like to play psychological games. Okay, this little bit of this power play, look at this person who juggling between these two pentacles, right? So this juggling, right, this mental vibe of this keeping, taking care of multiple things at the same time, they might look like they have got it all together, but they have not. Clearly why they feel the need to attack you. Okay, so keep it in your mind and be very observant of such kind of people at your work. You will need to defend yourself. So it is not looking the best for you, but take this as a sign, okay, that you will have to defend yourself in your work life, irrespective of what is coming. But since competition is also coming, it's a good thing. Your work is gaining recognition. That is why they are viewing you as competition as well. Okay, and if you are a student, I mean, competition is a part and parcel of your life. Who am I to even make a different kind of a statement, right? So that's the thing, okay, that's coming for you in your career in 2026. Now, coming to your personal development, coming to your spiritual growth, any situation where you were given a few options and you didn't like any of those options, it is going to reach a state of wish fulfillment. Okay, so whatever you are, so okay, again, this card, nine of cups, this is the card of your wish granted. This is the genie card. Okay, so make a wish if you feel like doing it right now as you're watching it. Okay, pause the video for some time and just take the liberty to just go ahead, make a little wish. Okay, but this looks very positive for you. Okay, in terms of your personal growth, some kind of okay, it could be the fact that if you're not happy with your living surroundings right now, your furniture, or how your bedroom looks like, or how your dining looks like, something, okay, you will be practicing a lot of maximalism this year. Okay, plenty of material things with the bowl. We'll interpret this very directly. So this is exactly what is coming your way. Okay, say there was some kind of decor that you wanted to buy, or some kind of furniture that you wanted to buy, or posters, or anime figurines, because this is an anime related deck, related pile, right, that we are talking about. You could very much end up buying them. Okay, there is a lot of wish fulfillment energy, and whatever it was that you were stuck at, okay, this blindness, this not being able to gain clarity on a situation, this is going to go away for you. Okay, in terms of your spiritual growth, so if you're trying to manifest something spiritually as well, but you are not finding that space to maybe go on that journey. You will be provided for, you will be taken care of. Like, I do this thing called Vipassana. Okay, so if you are interested in doing Vipassana yourself, so it is actually free. Okay, Google this up. Vipassana, Vipassana. There are multiple centers all throughout our country. In every single place in the world, there is a center for Vipassana. Okay, but so it is for free. Okay, but then you are worried about, this travel cost, how much will it cost for you to get there. All of that can be taken care of, and you will be provided for in this particular spiritual journey. Whatever it is, the universe will make a way for you to get to that particular outcome. Okay, so there is a state of wish fulfillment that you will be reaching in your personal growth, spiritual growth journey this year. Okay, so let's get a few more messages from what the universe wants to let you know this year. Okay, let me see. Okay, nothing is powerful than a determined mind and a willing spirit. You get what you focus on. So focus on what you want. Very, very, very strong messages over here. Okay. So nothing is powerful than a determined mind and a willing spirit. So whatever it is, that was this energy. Take care. Very strong practicality, a need to build up a plan, right? So be obsessed with it. Be like, make a proper plan with it. Make a becoming board. Okay, so if you don't know what a becoming board is, a becoming board is this little, it's like a vision board, but over there you are posting pictures of your actions instead of the outcome. Okay, so it feels like, you can reach there. Okay, it conditions your mind. The more you see the images of you actually taking action about something, right, the more you are prone to taking that action in your life. So it's a becoming board. It's not the ultimate vision board, but it's a process of how you become that vision, okay, that you have in your mind. And then we have, you get what you focus on, so focus on what you want. So put very, this is a positive sign from the universe, okay, that you need to start doing what you want to do. You need to start focusing on what you would like to manifest for yourself this year. Okay, so put yourself into focus, and we need to remember this card: your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. Okay, as I am saying this, we no, this year we didn't have really much of a full moon in Taurus. It peaked in Aries in November, and in December it is going to peak in Gemini, if I'm not wrong entirely. So yeah, this is the scenario. Okay, so in this season of your life in 2026, these are all the messages that the universe has to deliver to you. But if you want more specific readings about your love life in 2026 or your career specifically in 2026, remember to follow me, remember to subscribe to this channel, because I will be posting them soon. See you guys, take care. Hey guys, so if you have selected pile number 4, this golden dust, golden paint, okay, if you have selected this reading is going to be for you. And very strongly for this particular pile, I feel like, you have been in tune with your highest version. Okay, if you were looking for a sign that, are you on the correct path, are you aligned to what is the best path for you, what you should be doing in your life. Okay, this is a sign. And this golden paint, right, or gold dust, whatever it is, if you have felt called to this, right, this is a sign. Okay, golden is colored to be considered to be a very auspicious color. In terms of our Vedic astrology, it is related to the element of Jupiter, right? And the sun's rays are also golden. So, in that sense, this is a very auspicious pile. So, if you have literally felt like, am I in tune with my highest self? If you have been seeking answers from your higher spirit realm guardians, right? Or if you are trying to seek answers from maybe your Isht Devta or any deity that you feel a connection towards, okay, just ask them to give you a sign. Sit in meditation for some time, ask them to give you a sign. But trust me, mostly I feel for this pile, you are very much in tune with what the universe has decided for you. You have decided to take a particular path, and in that particular path, through this reading, this is what the message is going to be conveyed to you. Okay, you're doing the right thing. Don't question yourself. Okay, you are there on the right path. Even if things are not coming to you as naturally, even though things are not happening for you the way you would have wanted them to happen, take this as a sign that you are on the right path. Okay, irrespective of what anyone else has to say about it, irrespective of how insignificant it might seem to you at this point, trust the universe, you are on the right path. All right, now that said, we will move on to checking the energies, okay, that will be surrounding you throughout the year of 2026. Okay, so let me get a few cards for you. Okay, all right. Oh, it's totally okay to let go. Okay, this, I think this one has come up for both of these have come up for the previous piles also, if I'm not wrong. Be yourself because everyone else is taken. Okay, something around the themes of authenticity. Okay, to obtain peace in the outer world, start from the inner world. Okay, I think this very much goes in theme with my pile number 4. Put it here. Okay, and at the very bottom of the deck we have, it's okay to say no. Okay, let me, yeah, that's okay, I think. Yeah, so right off the bat, the energies that I am getting from this pile, right? So see, guys, I can understand the kind of an outcome that you have in mind. It might not look like, it is something that great that you're trying to manifest, or itna in depth nahi hai. Okay, in this particular thing that you're trying to manifest, it's not very deep for you. Okay, but trust me, in the spiritual realm, whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, it has a very strong significance, right? What we get to see consciously versus what we get to capture in our eyes subconsciously, the difference is great. I'll tell you a very simple thing. Okay, look for a source of light in your room. Okay, say it's a tube light or a bulb in your room, just look at it. But you are looking at that particular source of light right now because I said that, right? But notice how you are also capturing the other elements of your room through your side eye. Peripheral vision, if I am not wrong. I don't know that particular term, but I mean, it could be. So, you're capturing all of these things. And these things get stored in your mind's eye. Okay? So, it shows how your subconscious is also being impacted by that. Okay, and throughout the day there are so many things that gets captured, okay, through your peripheral vision, if I'm using the right term. Okay, but we are not conscious of it. Okay, so let's start with interpreting this. Whatever it is that you are trying to manifest, even though it does not look very big to you right now, it is a lot of labor in your spiritual realm. Okay, so it's time, it's totally okay for you to let go whatever version it is or whatever person this is that you have been holding on to for a long long time in your life. Okay, this is the time where you should say tata bye bye to that, and you should totally focus on releasing it. Okay, you see, there is a sense of people pleasing over here, there is a sense of a little bit of inauthenticity coming up for you. Okay, I'm not going to scold you for that, because I have been a people pleaser for quite some time in my life, and I know how difficult it is. With a lot of effort, a lot of therapy, a lot of self love, I have been able to overcome it. If you're on that journey, congratulations. If you're not, it's time to start standing up for yourself. Okay, that is why at the bottom of the deck it is coming, it is okay to say no. Okay, looks like there has been a situation where you probably said no, and then you're thinking about it, if you have done the right thing, if you have said the right words. Okay, either that, or it is coming that there was a situation where you should have said no and you did not. Okay, in both of the cases, keep in mind, abhi jo hua hai ho gaya hai. Next time say it is absolutely okay for sticking up to yourself. And remember guys, your boundaries are just your boundaries. No one else in the world has to feel okay with them. Okay, they will probably never be able to accept your own boundaries. Okay, and they don't have to. You are the one who is setting them. You are the one who is aware of the consequences of people not honoring your boundaries. Okay, cut them off, stop talking to them, let them know that actions have consequences. Okay, you are not a bad person for setting up boundaries, let me just say that. Okay, then comes, okay, these two cards. Okay, be yourself because everyone else is taken. And this card, to obtain peace in the outer world, start from the inner world. You should go on a spiritual retreat this year. If you have never done this, okay, any kind of breath work that you can get initiated into, any kind of spiritual practices that you can get initiated into, take a stand for yourself and definitely go and look for this peace internally. Okay, this alignment that you are looking for, it starts from within you. Okay, remember how we said ki, you have entered an era of your life where you are aligning. This might just be the step that you are looking for. Okay, a piece of your puzzle, a missing piece of your puzzle. Okay, and a lot of authenticity is what is coming up for you this year. So focus on yourself, focus on your mindset. So this year, for this particular pile, it looks like the focus will be on your internal world, on yourself, more than the external world. Okay, we will do interpretations for external world circumstances as well, but for this particular year 2026, it is the year of the sun numerically. Okay, numerologically. Okay, 2 plus 2 plus 6, 2026. Okay, it comes down to 10, and 10 reduced comes to 1, and 1 is the number of the sun. And what is sun? It has been described in Vedic astrology as the Atman. That is the very essence of the soul, is the sun. So you are the sun. You are the sun of your life. Okay? Forget about everyone else's. Focus on yourself this year. Internal focus. Okay? More than the external manifestation of it is very important for you this year. Okay? Now let's go ahead and let's take a look at your specific life circumstances. So we'll start with your love life and relationships. Okay, so love life and relationships. Okay, this card wanted to come up. Oh, Two of Cups. I think Two of Cups had come up for this pile number 1 as well. Okay, Two of Cups for your career and finances. The Star. Okay, and for your spiritual and personal development, we have the Two of Wands. Interesting. Okay, moving on. Let me take some clarifiers as well. I'll take some tea leaves, and if need be, we will refer to our Moonology deck. Let me see. Okay, so for your love life and relationships, okay, we have this. Oh, wow. Four-leafed clover. Great and good fortune. Not bad at all. For your career and finances, we have a leg. Stepping into a new experience. I'm noticing this barefoot imagery, this naked imagery over here as well, a lot of it. Okay. And for your personal development, we have lion, time to act. All right. So, in terms of your love life, okay, this is not just your love life, this is also your long-term relationships. That could be it. You could be meeting a significant person this year. Okay, and from that time, if you are wondering about how to get certain things done in your life, or how to find a path towards something, okay, and if you have been just feeling in general a sense of direction lost, okay, you can they can help you steer back into this direction. Okay, four-leafed clovers are very lucky. Okay, in some okay, again, anime reference over here. If you are coming from pile number 3, or if you are just watching this, if you know what anime is, right, Black Clover, if you have watched that, four-leafed clover is a very lucky clover in general, also not just in anime tradition. So this bestows a certain level of spiritual prowess onto the person. So you could be meeting a person this time in this 2026, who could come with a lot of spiritual gifts, okay, and they could be playing a very important role in your life. Let me try to understand what specifically this connection is going to be all about. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Okay. So this person is here to help you understand yourself. Okay. This could not be necessarily a romantic relationship. This could also be a friendship or a mentor that you're finding in your, personal life, who is helping you steer through this scenario that has been holding you back for the longest time in your life. Okay. And it could finally reach a good kind of an emotional conclusion. Okay, so watch out for that. This is a very good thing, and this person, whoever is going to come into your life this year, okay, uh, it's going to be a bond that stays for a long period in your life. Okay, a long term bond is something that you're forming this year. So, and you could meet them literally in a space where your subconscious is triggered, because if you look at the imagery on this card, right, look at this. So there is someone who is asking for forgiveness, and there are the angels. Okay, it's sort of like a positive urge towards this guy to forgive this lady. It looks like a lady. Okay, so it looks like that. Okay, and see, it's like releasing the past, healing the past is coming up a lot more. Okay, it's okay to let go. So some kind of past trauma that you have held on to, there is going to be someone this year that you will meet who will help you release this. Okay, so, and this could be a romantic interest, this could also be a long term friendship, whatever direction it takes. Okay, now let's see for your, okay, so for your career and your finances, we have the star and we have stepping into a new experience. I think some kind of recognition is very much on the cards for you. Okay, some proper recognition is coming in for you. The star is basically this person who is very outspoken. Okay, who is very much uh, in tune with their potential. Okay, and as we are talking about this 2026 being the year of the sun, being numerologically a year number one, right, it's okay for you to shine in your own light. It is okay for you to just be yourself. Okay, pretty much as the card suggests. So this year, irrespective of what happens in your professional life, allow yourself self to shine, especially if in the past you have dimmed your light, because you wanted someone else to shine, you wanted to look out for someone else, and you felt that, by limiting your potential or by not giving it your level best, okay, you let someone else get that position or get that promotion. Don't do this. This is being very highly unjust to yourself. Okay, you need to shine this year, and if you shine, you will reach this, stepping into a new experience. So this could literally mean a change of company as well. Okay, but ensure the role is higher or the pay is higher. And also remember, star card is always about wish fulfillment. Okay, so when I'm talking about wish fulfillment in general, this could also mean your dream company is something that you're going towards this year, or you're moving to your dream city, or in general the experience that you're about to have in your life. Okay, I'll get a clarifier for this. Okay, it is something very much that you have dreamt of for a long time. Okay, see, I have crown. Honor and respect will come to you. See, so pretty much it's a promotion, it's a new position that is coming in for you in your work life. Very auspicious energies, highly auspicious energies. Okay, but again, this is not going to happen if your base, which is the star card, is not correct. Okay, so fix the base to receive this a new experience and honor and respect. So maybe this particular job which you were a part of, okay, maybe you got bullied over there, maybe you got intellectually bullied over there. That's a thing, trust me. um, just because you are smarter than others, you get bullied. Okay, and others make you feel that you are absolutely nothing. So, coming from a lot of client stories, this is what I have heard. Okay, so be very careful, but in this new experience, you will have to let your talent shine. If you were shy Okay, if you labeled yourself as an introvert for a majority portion of your life, and that sort of made you not interact with a lot of people in your life, this is the sign. Get out of your comfort zone, start interacting with others. Okay, you will get into a position of honor, a position of respect. Okay, now coming to your personal development journeys. Okay, there is a huge focus on your physique. Okay, a huge focus on your physique. So you are going to make some long term plans. Okay, relocation is again something. See, along with this also, there is a, and plus this theme also. Okay, it's totally okay to let go. This could literally mean that you are relocating to a new place. Okay, you are looking towards further expansion in your career, in your mental health, or if you are learning some kind of say physical health related things. Okay, maybe it is jiu-jitsu, maybe it is Muay Thai. I don't know why these are the first things that are coming to my mind. Actually, I know why, because I Google about them majority of the time. But yeah, so working out, learning some aggressive sports is coming in. Okay, plus time to act. So it looks like whatever plans you had in your mind that you were sort of like procrastinating on for a long time, it could literally be a trip as well. Okay, that we are talking about. This is something that you need to focus on. Okay, you need to give it a structure, you need to set a deadline for yourself, and then you just need to act on it. Okay, because this is not the year where just staying under the covers or staying introverted, not letting yourself be seen, not going into the spotlight is going to work for you. This is the year where you are meant to shine. Lion is the representation of Leo. Okay, Leo, what is a Leo? A Leo is a superstar. A Leo likes to have that spotlight on themselves. Okay, so see, crown, star. Chances are, if you're watching this reading, you could very much as well have a Leo placement in your chart, right? So, hi, my fellow Leo gang. So, yeah, Leo coming up for you. Okay, time to act. You should be seen, and this is the year where you shine. No longer staying dormant. See, you chose this particular golden object, golden colored dust, paint, right? For a reason. Okay, गोल्ड शाइन्स. कभी देखा है गोल्ड को छुपे हुए रहते हुए बहुत, like until unless it is extremely buried in the ground, right? Wherever there is a gold ornament, a real authentic gold ornament, right, it will shine, right? It will shine with the diamonds, with all of the other jewelry of the world. But anything that is actually golden in color is very hard to not notice. So you will be noticed this year. A lot of spotlight energy, a lot of performance energy, right? Take the lead in things. A Leo is a leader, a Leo is a king, right? What is a Leo represented by? The ruler of the Leo sign, right? It is the sun. The sun shines, and the sun will shine the brightest. Okay, this year for you, 2026, 2 plus 2 plus 6, 10. 10 reduces to 1. So this is literally all the energy of you being in the spotlight, of you shining, of you owning up. Okay, a lot of the importance will be given to your physique as well. So if your physique is something that makes you insecure, that makes you not want to shine, work on it. Okay, just a few months in the gym. Okay, just a few months of healthy eating, just a few months of good grooming is going to take you ways in your life. Okay, so get this done for yourself. Okay, time to act. Whatever it is that you have been thinking of, whatever new routine it is that you have been trying to implement, think it through. If you are a Leo ascendant like me, you are in luck, because Capricorn is in your 6th house. Capricorn in 6th house energies makes you very much focused on the routine, and you will be able to do this if your 6th house is not afflicted, especially. Okay, if you know astrology, you know what I'm talking about. So do this for yourself, set up a good routine, focus on your health, focus on your physique as well. Okay, now before we end the reading, let me get a few more cards and find out what extra messages the universe has for us. Okay, as a pile number 4 before we start the year. Okay, full moon in Gemini. The answers you need are coming. I think this is the full moon that we are about to have in December, or if not in December, then we'll have this in January, if I'm not wrong. The answers you need are coming. Okay, so clarity. Okay, And then comes hold your vision, fixed moon. Okay, interesting. So, okay, and at the bottom of the deck, we have a personal issue reaches resolution, full moon in Cancer. So, all of these time periods, right, they are coming around the very early months of the year. Okay, so December, January, even I'll stretch it out till February as well. Okay, these energies will be very relevant in the very beginning of the year, and how you end this year is also going to hold a lot of importance. But a personal issue reaches resolution is something that is also being predicted for you this year. Okay, you will gain a lot of clarity this year, but in order to do that, you will have to hold your vision. Okay, whatever it is that you have decided for yourself this year, whatever it is that you have decided to create, to manifest for yourself this year, hold your vision, give it structure, and actually act on that. Okay, so group number 4, that was the reading for you, and I will see all of you all in my next reading, where I will look very specifically into your career for 2026 and your love life for career. Okay, that is something else, and your love life for the year of 2026. Okay, so remember to subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye.